It looks like a print shop, but actually, you can buy anything, new ID, passports, like people changing identities. Parker called his old buddy, basically saying don't ask what him up to, and dropped two important hints. First, he told Claire he'd be on a little spiritual retreat, and second, he needed intel on those four characters. The old man knew it was complex, as those guys had ties to the Chicago mob, especially Little Ha, Big Dan the mobster's cousin. Plus, they were all nephews of a mob boss, and Big Dan was living it up, owning a chain of bars. Call him the Buck. On surface, they had decent jobs, guarded by few bodyguards. Parker arrived with them to meet Big Dan. No nonsense. They knew Parker meant trouble, and after a few moves, he sought Little Ha's info. Subtitles. Big Dan, however, insisted that he was still performing his tricks, asserting that his uncle was actually the mob boss and he didn't want to be fooled around with. Faced with death-like danger, he named Florida Palm Beach. Just then, their day's bodyguard woke up, but it was too late, as Parker slipped away amidst the chaos like a pro. Next, he left a message for his girlfriend to book the first ticket out of town, and then there was the future father-in-law to think about. As the gang leader, the bald guy was fuming, ready to pull his gun and solve the whole Little Ha situation right there. But hey, it takes a villager in this case. 5 guys for the job, so Baldy let him off the hook this time. They were all set to leave, even after years in the underworld, but hello. Their opponents were the mob. After Dad left, the mob surged in like a tide, with familiar lock-picking and swift chain-cutting. Meanwhile, Claire packed her things as the killers checked rooms. Hearing them, she grabbed a dagger to fight. Tanzel. Goon hit the window only to find his tire slashed classic. And of course, with a father like that, Claire was no slouch. He called Parker, realizing things had gone south. Parker gave her a location, assuring her that it was totally safe like a cheesy vacation spot. Then the boss nabbed a few guys, all of whom were mob hitmen, warning him not to offend him further. Lighten up, pal. Parker readied his gun and waltzed into the boss office, all set for a little information exchange. The boss thought Parker's arrival was disastrous, but let's face it, Parker didn't even bring a card. Then, it turned into a mobster showdown with all sorts of shifty deals like a bad reality show. In the end, Parker prevailed. To force an ally out, he demanded the boss surrender all ID, including taking out all the Chicago guys. Parker was on a roll, off to meet his old pal. Those 4 had mob ties. Parker's friend paid him compensation from his own pocket, hoping Parker would take the money and fly away with his daughter. Claire sounds like a vacation plan. Days later, Florida's Palm Beach, the scene where Small Beauty and her partner were chatting about mediocre sales. Top-tier clients were taken away by the sales champ, forcing Small Beauty into a corner like a cat with no escape. So, she sneakily swapped the client's info with the sales champ. Total heist mode. She ended up meeting her big client, Parker, and you know the rest like a romantic comedy gone wrong. After 2 days showing Parker houses, her keen sales insight revealed he liked the new estate. Unlike viewing other houses, Parker parked nearby to inspect everything. That night, Small Beauty found the truth. Parker was just bluffing. Meanwhile, Parker sneaked near the house, blending into the dark like a ninja, peeping through windows like a curious cat. There were his 4 targets. He crouched by the garage, lying in wait until the gang drove off. Immediately, he slipped in right after them like a pro actor in a scene. Parker scouted the layout and found a mansion map, getting his gear ready like setting up for a heist. Then he went through the guns, bending the firing pins left and right just like he was tuning a piano. Shortly after, the gang returned with pizza, and Parker quickly repositioned himself like he was playing hide and seek. Just as the garage door was about to shut, Parker suddenly got an idea like a light bulb flickering. He sprang into action, making sure nobody knew Small Beauty was around. Rough but effective. Small Beauty revealed everything. She had done her homework on Parker and casually checked the homeowner's details. Turns out, they shared a common thread. Both had records showing data from the last 6 months. Yikes. She said she's turning 40 soon, supporting her mother alone, feeling life's weight suffocating her. Just at this very moment, Parker suddenly took action to make sure no one knew Xiaomei had come here. After a brief and brutal interaction, Xiaomei revealed everything. She figured out that anyone living in Palm Beach was usually a con artist, so she guessed Parker was there for a cash grab. If he needed her help, she'd gladly assist even for a tiny reward. Sounds like a bargain, right? To join in, they need each other's secrets. Small Beauty knew half of Palm Beach properties. Next day noon, while touring houses with Parker, Small Beauty got hooked, viewing him as her partner. Ignoring Xiaomi, Parker was busy with business, noting the homeowner and 3 others came to rob Jules. Parker's plan: just sit back and collect the rewards, finishing the ultimate grand finale. If you enjoyed this humorous take, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. More awesome content is just around the corner.